this intention is help so that she can do what it is that she knows she's supposed to do. She can feel inside what her life purpose is. Am I wording it properly? And it's hard to do it. Does that make sense? Fit? And so she wants help so she can live her life purpose. Does that make sense? Okay. This is a demonstration of the level 3 technique in the Lightworkers Healing Method, a technique of working with future lives to heal the present. It's especially helpful in situations like this, where someone knows what it is inside. She can feel what it is she's supposed to do, and yet it's been really hard to do it. It hasn't come together yet. Who can relate to that? Yes, all the hands up probably. So I'll start by dissolving myself by merging in, becoming one, checking all the way up and down the pillar. Whoa, becoming one. Start by aligning our hearts. Who's my timekeeper? Whatever
I can timekeep here.
I need a 5-minute warning, a 10-minute warning, and the notes say when I'm supposed to be done. Okay. Rechecking the alignment. You see, I disrupted it with that, so merging in, aligning again, aligning our hearts with universal presence. Drawing light and love from Source, straight into the front of the heart, filling the entire chakra. Big, so full it bulges, expands, and exhales out the back in a river of love. Now a river of love is flowing through us and around us, front to back, flowing through us and through our lives. Huge chakra flowing through us and through our lives, front to back, letting the focus flow out the back of the heart, connecting to that element of divine presence we're most personally comfortable with, be it Christ consciousness or Buddha nature or something else. It doesn't matter what it is. We find it by pitch, by vibration, drawing it into the back. Once again, allowing the chakra to bulge and expand, and then exhale out the front. Now this river of love flowing through the back and out the front, in the back and out the front of the heart chakra. Huge chakra. Swishing the rivers of love back to front and front to back, creating turbulence, cleansing, clearing, drawing the focus very quickly to that intersection of heart chakra and vertical channels, and now drawing the focus down to the feet, through the feet, connecting into the center of the planet, through the center of the planet, boom, to the center of the galaxy, boom, to the center of the universe, boom, standing on the hand of God, okay? Drawing up divine earthly energies, planetary energies, Father Earth and Mother Earth from the hand of God, through us and around us in an upward rising river of love. Big as the universe, engaging in the eternal process of straightening the energy body. There's always more we can do, We're never done, and isn't that wonderful? Because in the moment that breakthrough occurs, joy is present, eternally chances for joy. Drawing the focus to the crown and through the crown, connecting into source energy, the rainbow of healing frequencies. Drawing in all the healing frequencies we currently have access to, have ever had access to, and will ever have access to through us and around us. In a downward flowing river of love, letting that river of healing frequencies flow through the vertical pillar of light. From source above to source below. There's God in every direction, you see. Flushing it through us and around us, through this pillar of light, swishing the rivers top to bottom and bottom to top, creating turbulence, cleansing, clearing, spinning the energy body on its vertical axis. There we go. Drawing the focus to the intersection of heart chakra and vertical channels, letting it build a critical mass of love, instantly expanding into a bubble of light and love. Creating safe, sacred, private healing, learning, growing space for us to do our work in today. Lots of shifts, noticing the outside of the bubble, strong, light, bright, resilient, crackling with love, with light, with electricity. It's clear that only beings that we invite in can join us. This is private, sacred, healing, learning, growing space. I'm asking for our guides, angels, healing beings to join us. Asking for permission to do this work with Carrie today. Thank you, guidance, support, protection in the process. Thank you. Okay, Carrie, I'm asking your higher self, your soul self, for permission to work in your energy body and with your guides. Feel free to place any limitation you want on that, and they'll be on me. Thank you. Now I'm asking your guides and angels to join us and open the channels wide. Wow! Pulsing the vortex. I'm going to ask the vortex to run on high right now the entire time we're working and however long afterward is appropriate. Taking away everything that's being released the moment it's being released, leaving us continually in sacred, clear space. Also asking the living waters, that waterfall of divine love, essence of source, to flow through us and around us, right down the center of the vortex, filling the space with love, giving us foundation for healing. Now we begin with ox carts, and the ox carts are a representation of many, many lives of slow progress. You see, trying to help the world, make a difference in the world. Friends, if you're in this class, chances are good you've spent lifetimes trying to make a difference in the world. You see, it's how it is. That's how it is for us in these rooms, And progress is achingly slow. So then we come to believe that progress will always be achingly slow, and this is a belief that it is time to let go of right now. So we're coming at this in a very structural way to find where the beliefs, and it's like hooked into her energy body, hooked in, like with fish hooks. You know, this belief that progress is achingly slow. So we just melt the hooks with love, melt the hooks with love, melt the hooks. And now out comes the sheet of unhelpful beliefs. So now let's do it for all beings who have come into this world right now to make a difference, and who, because of past life experiences, believe this time is going to be the same as all those other times. That progress is going to be achingly slow. Nonsense. We melt these fish hooks that hold this belief in place. We just melt it with love, asking for help to do that. Whoa. Asking for help. And now it just comes out like a sheet for all of us. Sending it to source. Will come through for another try. Sending this. Wow, that one hurt. Sending this one to source as well, coming through for another try. Wow. And so now we start to feel all the times that we have paid a price. Now we can begin with the work of the day. That was clearing things that were going to obstruct us. And now we move into the goal, into the next stage. Into the next stage toward the goal. Got it. Move into the next stage toward the goal. The goal is fulfilling her soul purpose, living the life she came here to live, stepping into her destiny. For her and for all of us, for her and for all of us. Now, doors into the future are opening. Boom, 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 boom. It's like going down a hallway with double doors opening. Boom, 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 boom. More doors. Each door being another lifetime, maybe. That's my interpretation. Lots of lives. Thousands of lives. Thousands of lives ahead. There's a Yoda character looking person. We're just opening the connection. It is very much a Yoda-looking person. We start to draw in that wisdom. This Yoda person is showing me lots of things that are possible. It's metaphors, but levitation and flipping the energy around, showing worlds spinning on a pole. It's just the point being, everything's possible. It's metaphors for no limits. Everything's possible. No limits. No limits. No limits. No limits. So we're going to that point in her eternal string of incarnations where she knows beyond a shadow of a doubt, there are no limits. There are no limits. Balance a world spinning on the point of a pin? Okay. Drawing that in, down through this long hallway. Down to us, down to us, down to us, opening doors, drawing it right into the future chakra, right into the future chakra. What's happening, Carrie? Everything okay with you? Feeling anything? Pressure, tingly, shifty? Give me a description.
A little bit of pressure, a little bit pulsating.
Pulsating. Oh, thank you. Ooh. So now we've got the energy here, and we're working through it. It's like working through it it's deeper than the cellular level. It's deeper than the molecular level, maybe deeper than the atomic level. So working into the very subatomic particles, into the quarks, into the essence of our being, which is in fact the essence of all of our beings. So this is about releasing these limiting thoughts, you see, helping us deeply know there are truly no limits. Limitations are just figments of our imagination, but if we believe them, we make it so for us. And so drawing in the no limits, no limits, no limits belief, anchoring it really firmly into the past, moving back beyond this life into past lives. Couple of million lives into the past, a million, can't tell if it's lives or years, a million somethings into the past. Could be lives, could be years. So clearing this space from a couple of million, could be lives, could be years in the future, to a couple million somethings, could be lives, could be years in the past. There aren't any limits, there aren't any limits, there aren't any limits, no limits, no limits. The grid drawings that you work with, see them, can you watch them? Watch those grid drawings in your head as this belief comes through and notice if anything changes. Do you know what I mean by that? Yes. Now let's do it for all of us, friends, for all of us, for all beings everywhere, to connect to that point, be it eons in the future, where we actually deeply, truly know there aren't any limits. Everything is possible. Thought creates our experience. There we go. Now we have a cleanup crew here because we have just shaken up your energy body and there's a lot of debris and that is being pulsed away by the vortex. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. While we're at it, so give us breath. Now we come into current life and there are big hooks. Before the hooks looked like little fish hooks, but these look like big metal things like you'd attach to a tow truck, tow hook, big metal hooks. And these are the, so now when somebody comes into this life, in this society, and they start saying, look, there are no limits. Let me just connect in with the future and the past and shift the energy of the universal grid a little bit and all will be well. Where do you think those people might end up?
Psych unit.
Psych unit! Right. Right. But that doesn't make them crazy. They are in fact correct. They're in fact correct. Clearing those hooks for us and for all beings, clearing those hooks for us and for all beings. And some of us have had this in other lifetimes, you see? And so the fear arises because it's no fun being in a psych unit. Who's had a lifetime in a psych unit? I have. It is not fun. It's not fun. They torture you in there. They call it treatment, but that does not make it safe. Clearing that from multiple angles, coming through the energy body. Clearing that from multiple angles, coming through at the physical level. Wow. At the emotional level. At the mental level. Even ruffles it. So it's confusing to be told that you're crazy because you think, well, maybe I am having a break with reality. Let me check. It is confusing, clearing the mental body and clearing the spiritual body. those drawings of the grid. Do you know what I mean? And have they changed? Can you describe the change?
I see them. They're more straight.
They're more straight.
But they still have a little bend to them.
Yeah.
But they're not all crossed.
Yeah.
And it was interesting when you first said that to look at them and try to smooth them out. I felt such resistance to do it. And so I don't know why, but I could feel like, no, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
They'll put you in the psych ward for that for sure.
And now I see them, they're more like rounded this way, but they're going all in the same direction.
Yes, they all go in the same direction, but they are still undulating, and it isn't really supposed to be that way. You see, they're supposed to be like light shines in a straight line. You see, light and love are the same. Light and love are the same. We use those two words as if they're different words, but who knows, for example, in Spanish, the word tiempo. Tiempo means weather, tiempo means time. Light and love mean the same thing. Light shines in a straight line. So these are light lines, but they're love lines too. Okay? Now let's pull them straight. Oh wow. And now how does it feel in your emotional body? Just let it out. Let's just pulse it a little bit and then you can describe, okay? Don't be afraid. You see, it's just light. It's just love. Tiempo. Es el tiempo. The angels are coming down behind us. Big angels. Angels at our back. Angels at our back. So friends, there are angels at our back. We have to draw up the earth energy. It's for us to keep ourselves supported. But when we draw up that earth energy, we step into our plan and we just do it. Angels at our back. How big are those angels, Carrie?
They're very, 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 very large.
They're very, 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 very large. Here we go. Stretch those light lines even straighter. See, they're still like over toward the edges, they're undulations. Now, your work in the world includes stretching these light lines. You see, there's somebody else who is a student of this system who has the same work. She works as a flight attendant, and as her planes, she's riding in the airplanes all the time, and she's so sensitized to it, she can feel herself crossing the ley lines, L-E-Y, the ley lines, crossing the light lines, straightening them out as she goes, straightening them out as she goes. It's a nice career for this kind of person. But not trying to imply you should change your day job, but you see, friends, sometimes the work that we do in the physical world can support our energy calling. And so if your energy calling is to straighten the light lines, the love lines of the universe, and you aren't doing it, you're just going to be feeling horrible inside, like you're dying inside. Is that true? And so you find a way to integrate your spiritual work in the world, which is to straighten the lines of love until they're completely straight. Love, you see, real love is completely straight. There's no twist to it. There's all kinds of things that people call love that are weird distortions and are not love at all. There's something else. There's something else. In our spiritual work, we already know what to do. You know what to do, right? To straighten these lines.
This whole run, the lines are being all straightened, and when they're straightened, they change color. They turn into this beautiful golden, and they pop, and then they turn into this beautiful golden light.
Yes, they pop. When they straighten, bing, it's golden light. Before that, what colors are they?
They're black.
Yes, nasty stuff, icky stuff. But when they straighten, ping, into love. Ping. So now, question becomes, so you understand, as an energy worker, your work, since you were a little girl, this has been your calling, right? To straighten these lines. I don't know if you know that. Consider, how does that feel?
It makes sense when I think back of different experiences I've had.
Okay, but now, where do you go to apply for a job? So my skill is straightening the lines of the universal grid until they ping with golden light. Ping into the psych ward with you! Right? Right? So now we find some kind of work in the world that somehow supports this, that somehow we can experiment with it. You see, even if it's just like holding hair straight as can be, you see, or anything. Find a way to integrate it into your daily activities so that everything you're doing becomes an exercise in straightening the strands so they ping and turn into gold love. Yes? I see the Yoda guy. He's still kind of standing here waiting for me to notice him, so let me focus. Okay, that's great. There's more. How much time do I have?
11 minutes.
Oi, oi. He's got a Jewish accent. You haven't been calling for help. You never ride, you never call. Oh my God. So they're really serious. It's like you're an emissary of light to the planet. You see? Now just imagine something, Carrie. If you were an angel, and angels don't incarnate, but they can certainly take over a body when it's no longer needed. You see, when the previous occupant dies, but before the body starts to rot, there's a body. If it's needed, an angel could come, couldn't it? And take the body. And if that had happened, how long would it take before you would forget you were an angel? How long would it take? So then, just start to remember, you see? So imagine if you start to say, I'm an angel, where would you end up? In the psych unit. In the psych unit. Is this what we do with our angels? We put them in psych units. And this is what we call civilization. Okay. You're not crazy? Look at me. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. Trust yourself. Work with the light lines. Don't listen to people. Listen to those angels. Can you see them? Can you hear them? When you call on them, you never roar, you never pull. This Yoda guy is you. Can you see him? That's his name.
He wants me to mention something. I had an experience just recently where I was doing some healing work on myself, and I had the sense that there were two of me inside of me, and one of me wasn't supposed to be there anymore. And I couldn't understand it. I felt very confused because you don't talk about this sort of thing to everybody. But I asked my guides, and they helped that other part of me leave. And then I felt a little upset that maybe I was taking out something, but it wasn't supposed to be there anymore, but I felt like I loved it too. But it went where it was supposed to go. And it just makes so much sense what you just said. Because there was two, and it was really confusing. And it was a very long time, like I didn't understand. I didn't understand it, and now I understand it. And I'm just
blown away.
Wow. I wish they taught this stuff in school, you know.
One day we will. One day we will, okay? One day we will teach this stuff in school. So now we work on helping the people who have been told they're crazy. You see? Those people are important. We've come to help. Come to help. We've come to help. Once you can start to see energy and you start to see their golden glow, they're not crazy. You see those people with that golden glow? Huh, huh. Let's not lock them up, friends. Sorry. Angels at your back. Angels at your back. And now here we go. Straighten the lines. Turn them into gold. Flowing, straight. Beams of light, beams of love. How much time? An eternity. Let me check with you. Yoda's just walking back, but all the doors are staying open, and so he's leaving like a trail of breadcrumbs. So you can find him. And he's really serious about your calling, and it is totally your responsibility, and he's kind of torqued that you don't call him. So you should be calling him every day. Every day. Will you? Every day. Every day. No exceptions, no matter what. No matter what kind of funky excuse comes up why today is a bad day to call. Every day. Click. Now, let's expand this for all beings who have come to help. You see? Everybody in this room has come to help in our own way. You see, in our own way, we've come to help, and we all have our own different way. This is a universe with as many different ways to help as there are sentient beings. We've all come to help. And so now, let's, for all of us, open up to our own way to help. However it is that we are here to help. You see how her assignment is very specific. Draw the lines straight so they glow with love. I doubt that you, anybody else watching this, well, that other person has that same assignment. So who knows, maybe this is a more common assignment than I thought it was. The point being, there's something that we all wish to do, and now, right now, let's open up the energy so that we are all more free to do whatever it is we have come here to do, so that we can all live the lives that we as souls have planned, so that we can fulfill our destiny and live in joy and fulfillment. And in such a way, make a big difference, make a big, powerful difference in the world. Now is the time. We can do it, friends. We have enough to do it. There are enough of us here to help. This is why there's so many energy-sensitive people. Now is the time. We can do it. Here we go, friends. Let's make a difference. So be it. So be it. So be it. What I'm doing right now is just soothing her energy. If you're wondering what I'm doing, just soothing the energy, because that's been a really big shift, and she's going to need some help to integrate. Everybody okay? You okay, sweetheart? Thank you. All right, I'll start the close. I'm going to ask for errors to be corrected. Whew! Lots of errors in the energy body of the back. In other words, I didn't address the connections with the angels, so I'm going to ask that be done right now. It's like connected with the angels, like tubes almost, so that you remember who you are. Errors corrected, emissions included. Errors corrected, emissions included. So everybody else who's in that same circumstance, may they also be helped in such a way. Things that were done poorly to be done well. Things that were done well to be done perfectly, perfectly, perfectly. Big shifts through that. If you can see the big shifts through that. Internalizing into skin, soft tissues, muscles, organs, glands, bones, molecules of the body, all the atoms of the body. Here's what's going to happen. Right now it feels true. By tonight you'll think, was that, did we make that up? Was that, untrue? You're just going to have to go on YouTube and see this video.
Oh, don't tell me that's on YouTube. Just kidding.
We'll talk. We'll talk. But see, people need to
I
see
know.
this. You understand?
I
Someone has to be willing to be visible. This is happening behind closed doors, and somebody has to be willing to be visible. Someone has to break that barrier. It's like coming out of the closet when you're gay, or breaking the color barrier. We have to do it. Somebody has to be willing to say, I'm going to do it. So now it's our role to draw up strong earth energy, you see, to keep ourselves strong, because the support comes in, we draw up the earth energy. The support comes in, we balance it with earth energy. So be it, so be it, so be it, so be it. Separating yours to you, mine to me, your energy to you, mine to me. Everyone else we touch back to them, yours to you, mine to me. We are complete, we are complete, we are complete, we are complete. So be it, so be it, so be it, so be it. Taking the bubble, expanding it a million, billion, trillion times over, splitting it into individual bubbles, one for you, one for me, one for everyone we touched, everyone encased in light. Whew! Drawing all those bubbles down into the plan, sealing them in place, and we are complete. Just stay for a minute, stay for a minute. Questions? Any questions? Just keep it running. Questions?
Saying she didn't enjoy. Did I miss that whole part?
What was the question?
The question is, what is the nature of her embodiment? There are many different ways to answer this question, you see, because as a physical body, there's a soul associated with the body itself, cellular memory, there's an actual soul element associated with a physical form. Angels don't incarnate in the normal sense, and so that body could be thought of as a vessel, a channel, you see, but it can hold anything. My perception of what occurred is that at some point in time, the original soul that occupied this body would have naturally died. You see, that soul was done with its work. This became an available body, so to speak. And at that point in time, some angelic presence chose to try to make a difference on earth. Anytime I say something that doesn't feel right, shout it out. And then started to almost like drown in the body, you know? Forgetting, 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 forgetting. Just having inside a feeling like I'm supposed to do something important, and then other little signals, you see, of what that something might be. And so now to just awaken, you see, awaken, and now do it, now do it. And when it's done, maybe then the body will die as it would have however many years ago, you see. What she just said is so many things make sense now. All right. I guess the point of this demonstration is that we never know what's going to happen. You see, in this work, we never know what's going to happen. You get that, right? Did any of you see that one coming? No. No. So we just be open to the possibilities. You see, we merge in, channels up to the gods. What is needed? Don't be doubting. Don't be questioning. Who knows? You see, who knows? Who knows? The doubting mind will say, that can't be. But who made up that rule? Who made up that rule? Anything else? Do you have anything that you want to say? The demo subject can say anything here she wants.
I'm just processing because I just keep seeing my life from when I was younger until now, and there were so many inconsistencies and so many things that happened that I didn't know how to comprehend them in today's science and in today's reality. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
And with just what happened now, it's like I've always felt like I had this thing on top of my head that was pushing me and wouldn't let me. I knew that there was stuff up there, but I didn't know how to get there. And I knew it was there, but I didn't know how to get there. And I feel like I know how to get there. Like, I thank you because you reminded me how to get there. So thank you. Thank you.
So now, friends, some people who see this will feel threatened by it, and to you I would say, it's okay. You don't have to believe this. We're not trying to convince you of anything. Go watch something else. Go do something else. Go do something else. But if it calls to you, then don't run away. Trust your feelings. Trust your feelings. Clock? Okay, so friends, we're going to a break, I believe.
No, we're going to do next week.
Oh, okay, I'll talk about the upcoming practice and then we'll have a break. Thank you.